I do have a big idea for such a project. I cannot survive in a normal job again.
I would like to introduce RomanLappat, probably one of the biggest legends. When I was starting painting, I've seen his artworks, which one were really chaotic for me. I couldn't understand anything, but I found in all of them something that I love them. In general, his brushstrokes, because he's so special and unique. Let me ask you a few questions. The first one, really simple. When did you start painting miniatures for hobby?
I started painting miniatures for hobby when I was like 11 years old.
11?
Yeah. I found a Star Quest under the roof at a friend's place, and I fell in love with these Space Marines and everything, and it was pretty cool to just throw paint on them, slap paint on them. That was my first love.
And when did you decide to start painting as professional?
I mean, it happened.
Or you didn't decide, just happened?
No, actually, I was painting locally for some friends, some armies, commission work, and I started to become a teacher for art and art history. And during my studies, I had to decide how to pay my rent. And I decided, do I want to work in a bar or deliver food or something? And I decided for figure painting. And when I finished studying, I decided, hey, let's give this a try if this also works without distraction. And here I am 20 years later.
If I have to ask you, which one will be your favorite army? Which one will you say?
Grey Knights, because...
Oh, really? Yeah. I've seen your video that you made conversions with them.
Yeah, because I'm always constantly fighting my own demons.
Okay, makes totally sense. Okay, I thought that you would say something about the non-metal technique or something like that.
It's just like I'm fighting demons.
Okay. If you have to tell me a color, tell me if you want your favorite or the color you should use in all your models, or just a color, and tell me why you tell me that color.
If I would have to pick a color, it would be green.
Okay, and why will you pick it?
Because green is, for me, green stands for nature, and if it's a yellowish green, like not a cold green, a yellowish one, and nature heals me.
I love it. Okay. Something that you want to share with us?
You are also a very inspiring painter. I mean, this is like, when he just introduced me, it feels like, okay, look at this dude. I mean, I love your work, I love your brushstroke, I love your energy, I love your teaching. I mean, a lot of people are influenced by you.
Thank you.
So we are a teacher like I'm also a teacher, so it's important to continue with teaching people, because in the end, we all will die. There will not be a statue of you on me or something. It's just like we will die, and all the people who learned from us will continue teaching others, and that's what matters in the end.
Thank you for your beautiful words. I would like to ask you, how do you feel being part of the Giants? Like, it's a really difficult experience. It's something that you felt like something special for you. It's something that, I don't know, happens. Yeah. Just tell me a little bit the story.
The judges of the Golden Demon?
Yeah, like Golden Demon. Why? In what moment? How was the experience? Like being the judge with the Warhammer team?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really amazing. It's high-end professional judging. I judged many things in my life, and very often, or barely, it was that professional. I mean, everything is professional what we judge, but this is like, the staff is awesome, and the organization is awesome, the photographers are near. It's just like a good workflow. You can really judge for 10, 12 hours without getting tired or something. It's like, a lot of people say, yeah, but 12 hours of judging is too much. Not if you are so well taken care of, like there's food, there's drinks, everybody's friendly, and it's just like you're having more and more focus. That's just what happens.
You have to feel really proud, right?
I am very proud. I think, I mean, it's not pride actually. For me, it's really important to understand that I'm here because I see it as a service to the community. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm here. I really want to, of course, with a contest like Golden Demon, where you have like bronze, silver, gold only in a category, there's always a lot of discussion afterwards. Maybe my presence can bring in a new perspective.
I think totally agree. Because you have a more artistic perspective than the company itself.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting and smart for the company. Yeah. And when I've seen you here, I was really surprised in a good way. Like, hey, I think he will bring more artistic point of views than just the typical. Let me explain it that way. Like machines that sometimes just the way to apply everything is like. Like A, B, C in every moment, in every model. I don't care what you are painting, it's always the same, like really well blend. And when you are here, you have another perspective, and probably you can give more like a air fresh to the contest.
I'm really happy that my perspective is valued.
It is, at least for me.
From the community and from the Golden Demon team. So I'm really super proud and thankful for the opportunity. So.
Okay, so if you have any plan to paint another project from Games Workshop in general, which one will you choose?
Grey Knights fighting demons.
Oh, again, Grey Knights. Grey Knights.
Rather simple.
Why you decide to create that kind of frames with your artworks? Which one? I love them.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, I always ask myself what I like most about my passion. Like for you, it's a job sometimes. For me, it's a job sometimes. But I always want to find back what really the fuel of my passion. The fuel of my passion, I have to sit down and ask what I do like the most. And I like the most painting canvas, like really pictures.
Yep.
And I also like to tell stories. So this is how I came up with the frames. These two things combined, it's frames.
Makes totally sense when you say that, but nobody before did it, right?
There was some box dioramas before that in historical miniature painting. I didn't invent them.
Okay, it's true, but I've seen like miniatures inside of the boxes. What you did it was like a kind of I know the word in Spanish, but not in English. It's like the Romans did it.
Yeah.
Like with the walls.
Yeah.
So this is what you made it.
Yeah.
And it's so fantastic.
It's really beautiful. It's a different type of storytelling, you can say, and I like that. It's just like at the moment I do have to finish a Blood Angel commission, and it's like there are a lot of figures in there, and I need a break from that because it's also very exhausting painting like 12 or 15 figures in a frame. So I also might think I do smaller ones with simpler stories, just a white scar in the fields of grass, waiting for the bird to return, something like that. So.
And now that you are talking about this, something that I was completely in love was the cow with the grass in the mouth.
Yeah.
You catch my eyes completely with that project. I was in love totally. And the other one, which one I love it, was I don't know if it's because I really love about the turtles.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Exactly. This one. Oof, long and English name, sorry.
Don't worry.
That one was so interesting for me, the way you control the green, and probably how I work with the green was inspired for that project.
Thank you.
So I tried to tell you when I met you in Monte San Sabino, but you were just hanging out and I didn't talk anything in English, and I tried to say something, I say hi, you say hi, and I was like, oh, okay, bye. So I would like to say in some moments, that project was so excited for me.
Really appreciate all the compliments, but I mean, I can just give the compliments back. Your work is inspiring for so many people, so it's really like, continue what you do.
I am trying, I'm trying.
No, you're doing.
I'm doing.
You're doing.
Okay. Thank you so much. If in some moments you have to do another job, do you think that will be something about arts or out of arts? I think this answer is stronger or harder to answer. Just think about it.
I think I cannot survive in a normal job again.
I was waiting for an answer like that. So I think exactly the same.
I would go really sad and depressive when I cannot have space to vomit my art.
Sometimes I'm connected as you with my artworks, and I think that if I have to do other stuff, probably I can't.
Yeah. I cannot. Sometimes I will think it would be nice to have a normal job, just to have like the daily routine or something.
Maybe 1 month.
Yeah, 1 month or even a week or something. Yeah, correct.
Maybe 1 month.
So, but I'm happy and glad and take it as a privilege that I can do what I do, because it's not granted that we are able to do this. I mean,
exactly.
Look at the world nowadays. And right now, I mean, my life is painting toy soldiers, basically, and teaching other people how to paint their figures. Of course, there can be art involved and everything, but this is my life. I mean, I'm really fortunate that I'm not born in Africa or in other countries where we have war or something. So I'm just grateful and thankful that I'm in the place where I am, and I try to give this gratefulness to the circles that I can touch, kind of.
Beautiful words.
Yeah, trying.
Wow. If you want to paint the Grey Knights, do you think that you will paint a whole army, like a whole display, like you did it with the, what's the name? Last Light?
Yeah.
Will you do something like that, but with demons instead of Tyranids, or something smaller?
I do have a big idea for such a project, but I know that I will never do it.
Do you want to share just the idea, or prefer you want to keep it?
That's something. If I might find time in my life when my son is.
So it's something bigger, right?
When my son at the moment is 1 year old. Hi Merlin. His name is Merlin.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And as soon as he's 20 years old and I find time for my life again, then I will tackle this project. Then I'm 63. That's where I do this. So.
If you want to tell us something special about you, about your time, about your career, about how you express with your colors, everything, just something interesting.
I mean, I can say I'm a rather simple person. I'm very humble. That's what I try to be. I'm not more important than anyone else here. That's really important. Also, not in my journey as a miniature painter, because I think I'm just maybe more ahead than others on my path, but I'm not more important. And I like to help people, and I like to paint figures. That's my love, and that's what I do. And that's all about me. I'm really That's me.
I would like to say for myself that I'm so happy and proud now that staying here, because it's something that I would like to say before. So I love your work. I would like to talk with you more in the past, but I couldn't because I didn't have English to talk with you. I tried monthly in that case, I couldn't.
Yeah, but
so now I found the opportunity to do it. So that I understand that you're so tired, but it was like, please let me just 5 minutes to tell you.
Absolute pleasure, really.
So keep going what you are doing. You are doing a fantastic job with everything. So you're an incredible person. You demonstrate with every of your artworks because they have passion inside. Keep going. And just the last question. Do you think that in that way, so in your way, my way, or the way that the community is growing, do you think someday some people will consider this as another kind of art, like the comic books or other stuff?
I think so, yes. Simply yes.
Okay.
It just needs a little bit more of time. So.
Thank you very much for your words.
A pleasure.
It was a really pleasure.
Thank you for the lovely
meet
questions.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.